Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Cindy. So today I have flower tutorials. They can be used as shabby chic or just a regular pin or headband. So I'm going to teach you how to make the 2-inch, the 2.5-inch, and the 2-inch. I think those are the punches that I use. Yep, 2-inch and 2.5. I use these punches, which is getting hard to punch out because I let my niece and my nephews play with it and they're not punching so great, so I need circle punches. But anyways, so I'm gonna teach you how to make the big one and the small one, and stay tuned if you want to learn. So first of all, what you need is fabric. And of course, I found this fabric at the thrift store. It was $2.99. I cannot tell you how many yards did I get at the thrift store, but it's a lot. And it's like this material, and it frays a lot. So make sure you get a material that frays. And the reason why I got it, I got this one is because it was white, and I can always change the color. So that's what I needed. And you're gonna need glue, a cute centerpiece, and you're gonna need the 2-inch circle and the 2.5 circle punch. So first of all, what you need is at least 2 inches of that yard of that fabric, any fabric you like, but make sure it has to fray. It needs to fray like here on the edges. And then it needs to be about 2 inches wide. And what I did is I double it up because I really want my flower to be chunky. Like this small one, I didn't double it up. Like as you can see, I only used, you can't see, you can't tell, but I only used one fabric, and this fabric measures 40 inches long. So yeah, 40 inches long. And I only used one fabric, and I put it on the 2-inch circle punch. But this time I made two doubled ups. So this both measures 2 inches wide and 40 inches long. So that's at least how much you need. So first of all, if you have a sewing machine, all you need to do is like sew the edges. But since I don't have a machine and I don't feel like pulling out my needle and thread, I'm just gonna hot glue the edges. And I don't worry about I'm not too worried if the other side is gonna the second part is gonna glue, because this material is so thin that the hot glue will go through. You see how this time it didn't go through? Well, it's okay. I can just go back and glue some more. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I already did this close to the end because I didn't want you guys to be bored, and I wanted my flower tutorial to be easy, and I wanted my video to be short. I didn't want it to be too long. I'm having hard gluing this down. And I do have a silicone mat underneath. Yeah, I bet you guys are like, oh my gosh, she's destroying her little flower tray. But nope, no way. I have my little silicone tray here on the bottom. And I want to look for another glue gun because this glue warms up way too hot. And of course it is the high temp glue gun. So I'm going to see if I can buy the one that is low temp and high temp with the button. So after you close them or stitch them together, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the edges. No specific measurements. I just cut like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch maybe. I don't know. I just cut it like this. So they should look like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting the edges for you guys so you can see. It's very easy. You can use any, I'm sure you can do any fabric, except I really wanted to look a little shabby. So that's why I bought this material, because I'm like, oh my god, for $3.99, it's literally like a curtain. I think it's a curtain, but it's very, very thin, very see-through, which I like, and it frays a lot. And for $3.99, I think I scored. I hope you guys can see this. So I'm just cutting like 1/4 of an inch, if even that. Okay, so this is how it looks. So first of all, to make the big one, you're gonna need the 2.5-inch punch, or whichever punch you have. It doesn't have to be 2.5. Just as long as you have like a circle or felt, it does not matter. Sorry, I have to connect my hot glue gun because I did not realize it was off. I have to disconnect it because if I don't, it's gonna get super hot. So all I'm gonna do is glue around the circle. See, I really hate how it gets everywhere. I'm gonna put some glue here. I hope you guys can see this. And I'm gonna go here around the edges of the circle. Sorry, I hope you guys can see this. I sometimes go out of frame. And by the way, sorry about my nails. I really did not feel like doing them today. And my day off is tomorrow. So I'm like, so maybe I can go get my nails done. I haven't done it. The reason why I haven't done my nails done is because my nails almost look like man nails. I don't know, like they've been bite down. So that I think I'll go get the gel manicure. It's just I really don't want my nails to mess up. So okay, so when you're going at the outer edge, what I like to do is go around it twice at the same length. Like you see how it like matches on the edges on the corner. I like to do that because I want it to be a little bit chunky on the outside too, not just on the inside. And be careful not to burn yourself because they hurt. Hot glue gun, they hurt. Now when you get to this point, you see how I'm overlapping it a little? We're gonna go a little bit below. I don't know if you can see, kind of like stairs. We're gonna go a little bit below, and then again we're gonna go all the way around twice at the same height because we really want every round to be shabby and fluffy and just the same, I guess. Let me see. So you just have to go roughly around like this. So I guess one more time on this row. And I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this, okay? Okay, so I got into the center, so this is how it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Just kind of cut it where one of the openings are, maybe right here. It's okay if you have extras, because this is what we're going to do. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish gluing the center. And I just burnt myself. So since I don't want to waste that piece, I'm just gonna go back on the back, just so it can look a little bit shabbier, because I really do not want to waste any fabric. I can waste paper and I can never use my scraps, but I hate wasting fabric. I don't know why I cannot be like that with my paper. So you see I just went back, and again you will get another 2.5 inch punch paper or punch circle or whatever, I forgot. And you're gonna cover the back so it won't look so ugly, so it won't look that ugly, because mine looks a little ugly. Well, it looks ugly, but the back part I'm like always messy because you know no one will see it. Ow, that hurts. So I see I have like a little there. So then with this fabric, like if yours really gets ugly on the edges, then you can go ahead and like start pinching it, scratching it, and everything. So then I'm gonna go ahead and add my awesome centerpiece to my design. to my flower, and there's the big flower. So I'm gonna move on and make the small one. Okay, so for the small one, I'm gonna like sort of like crunch it up a little, because since it's really small, I mean, and ow, that burns, and it's like 40 inches long. Of course, you don't have to use all of the 40 inches. If you want it, of course, more chunky, more bigger, more fuller, you can definitely use the entire. And since I have that gap, I'm gonna go ahead and like sort of like bend it forward and then bring it back so it can look more chunkier. I'm like so scared of this glue. I think I'll do the same here too, even though there's no gap, but I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm gonna disconnect my hot glue because it's getting really hot, and it gets so annoying when it gets that hot. So I'm gonna disconnect it right now because I'm sure more glue is gonna come out. And then after this, I'm just gonna go all the way around, again the same height or the same measurements. Just want it to meet the same as the back part. This flower is totally forgiven. It can look as messy as you want it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm gonna go in the center now. Because a little fabric, without noticing, I'm running out, so I'm gonna try to push it to the center. Hope I'm in frame. I have to check all the time. I want to get a new camera. If there's a camera you guys recommend, please let me know. I'm looking not an expensive camera, maybe like I think my budget is 500. I really don't want like those like hardcore expensive cameras, because it's only YouTube, I guess, so I don't need it to be like that clear. So I think as long as you guys get the gist of what I'm doing, or clearer than phone cameras, and I'll be okay. So I'm getting almost to the middle, but I still want it puffier in the center, so I'm gonna keep going because I want it more shabby. So how was everyone's Easter? I know Easter was Sunday. Last Sunday, I didn't work. Thank God I didn't have to work. But many of you guys do not know that I do work weekends. I work, my only day off, I gotta say, it's Monday, but it's not really my day off because I still have to do housework and stuff like that, and go do my little errands, go mail stuff, and right now I'm trying to sell my flowers that I have. I originally bought for myself, but they've been sitting along for way too long and I'm not using it, so they really need a home, and I just can't, I don't know, I just can't work with flowers, I guess. I don't know. So I'm getting closer to the end of my fabric, but I still want to make the center more like shabby, I guess. Ow. See, and I'm working with my hot glue off. Like, that's how hot it was, and there's still glue coming out. Yeah, so then Mother's Day, I'm working. So I was going to do like breakfast for my mom and for my husband's mom, but then I work Sunday, so it's not really, doesn't work for me. I just work weekends. It just doesn't work for me. Like, I work literally, I work Tuesday to and I'm gonna like see towards the end I'm pressing it to the center because I really want to hide the edge of that fabric. So I'm pushing it with my thumb in the center, so that creates kind of like a little triangle or like a little hole. And then you're gonna fluff it up again. You can totally leave it like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and add a button. Sorry, I'm gonna add a pearl button. Not a pearl button. I'm gonna add like this little bow. This little ball. I'm just gonna leave the hook there. Usually I take it out, but no one's gonna see it anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it here in the center. Right there. See how nice it fits? That little dent in the middle helped a lot. You're gonna fluff it up, scratch the edges with your nails. I don't want to get my nails in the thing so much, but yep, this is our flowers. You can, with the same length, you could totally make a big one, or you can make a small one. And I guess, and this is how thick it is from the side. And of course you can add eyelash trim. Unfortunately I do not own any white eyelash trim, but this is fine. It looks just as cute. You can always add lace on the background. You can use this as a headband or as a brooch, or lately I want to do this as a bracelet, so I'm going to do that. Usually for the bracelet I just get a little headband. This case I'm gonna get a white headband, and then I cover it with, well, never mind, I have to make one with oh gosh, felt. So usually I do felt, then glue the headband, not the headband, the scrunchie, and then put felt all over it, and then just leave it like that. I have one already. I already made one. But yeah, hope you guys like it. Yep, hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.